everyone, it's Fab Jen. I'm back and I've got a purple background, coral nails, purple lips, purple eyes. So I'm purple and coral. So today we're talking about, or we're reviewing, the MAC eyeshadow 15 eyeshadow palette. And this, okay, let's start this over. I got this at Nordstrom. It's a Nordstrom exclusive, and it's like the top 15 best-selling eyeshadows, or whether it's the neutral eyeshadows or best-selling eyeshadows. I can't remember. I'll have that information in the screen and post it down below. With taxes, this cost me about $90. That doesn't include shipping. So this was really pricey, but bang per buck, I'm saving a lot of money, and these are full-size eyeshadows. The ounces on this is 0.68 ounces, but I've been using it for about a week. So it looks like this, a traditional MAC palette. Comes with a plastic insert like this, and then you have the eyeshadows. And then you see this is not brand new. I've been using this. I've been testing it out. I've been trying the formulation. So this is my first MAC eyeshadow anything. So I don't have a single, I don't have a duo, I don't have a trio, I don't have a, you know, palette. So now I have a palette. We have Vapor, Honey Lust, All That Glitters, Saddle. Saddle's the one I've been wanting a lot. Mulch is another one. Rice Paper was another one I've been wanting. Amber Lights. Woodwinked was another one. Wedge was definitely another one. Brun, Omega, Satin Taupe, Embark was another one, and Beauty Marked, and Carbon. Carbon, everyone knows about Carbon being this really black shadow. So Carbon is the black one. Carbon's been notorious for being this black eyeshadow. In all honesty, I've seen blacker from Lorac, from even Wet n Wild. So this is not the darkest I've seen. On my finger, it's like a gray ash black, and on my skin, it's a black, but it's not like a really deep black color. The texture on this is very powdery feeling. Does it kick up a lot of excess powder? No, it doesn't. It does blend well. I feel like I don't have to overblend this or anything. So it blends really well where I can like mix it with something else to make it darker. And it does give a really nice smoky appearance. I do like this shade, but as far as a deeper, richer black, no, I don't like the texture of it. That's my personal opinion. So the next one I believe is Marked. Marked has to be the worst shadow for me personally in this palette. It really pisses me off. It's black, it's black purple with glitter in it, but the glitter really isn't pronounced. It's hard to blend. It goes on chunky. Once you place it on your lid, it pretty much sticks there, and you have to pretty much build it up and try to blend the shit out of it. But this one is the worst. It shows up nice as a swatch. It's powdery, it's not creamy, it's super hard to blend in the lid. I've used a MAC paint pot with this. I've used this with a regular primer. It works best with a regular primer. Why doesn't it work with a MAC paint pot? I don't get it. It's a beautiful color in the pan, but in theory on my skin tone, it's just awful. The blendingness, the fallout, everything. You see more black in it than you see purple, than you see glitter. I think it's just black with purple glitter in it, to be honest. I really hated that one, and I wore it today to force myself to try to make it work, and it was just awful. So it's my least favorite, and I will not probably be touching that anymore in this palette. The next one is Embark. Embark is like a plummy brown color. Really pretty color. On my lids, it's really pretty. I use that as a base, and then I blended it up. I do like the color. I do like the concept. Again, it's powdery. It's not the easiest thing to blend in the world, but it's nowhere near as bad as Beauty Mark. This one is awful. This one is nice for a transitional color if you're going to use black or a deeper purple, a nicer purple than this. This would be a great transition color. I find that the pigmentation is great also, but I feel like the texture and the quality of it, that it's a little bit of a butt to blend, but it's not awful. It is workable. Satin Taupe. The satin shades in here, I'm going to already tell you right now, is the business. I really do like them. The satin shades are probably the nicest quality ones out of the kit, and I get a lot of compliments on the satin shades than I do the deeper matte shades. So this one right here is Satin Taupe. smooth, a really nice satiny color. There's no glitter to it. It's a beautiful finish. It shows up really nice on the eye. It is more of a softer consistency, say, than the matte shadows that I swatched to you. A really nice color. It's got that taupiness, but it has like that hint of purple in it. So it's a really great color, a really great lid color. I really did enjoy that a lot. Omega. Okay. Omega, I honestly have to tell you, I have not tried Omega yet. I haven't tried the next two colors because I've been really focusing on the satins. But that right there, and I'm going to show you close-ups of all of these. That is Omega. Omega, just swatching it now for the first time, went on really smooth. I don't know how it performs on a lid, but I could see this as a lid or a transition color, especially if you're doing a smoky gray color and you're my complexion, or if you're a lighter complexion, you can use that on your lid. If you're fair, you could do that on your lid. If you're medium to deep, you could use that as a transition color, or all over the lid. Use a MAC paint pot or a base of some sort and put that on top. That would be a really pretty color. It reminds me a lot of one of the colors from the Tarte Lip palette. The Tarte Lip palette, by the way, compared to this, as far as texture and quality, is way better. That's just me. Brun is a gray taupey color, and it's matte. So that's Brun right there. That would be a great smoky gray color. I've not used Brun yet, but it's very pretty swatched, but I don't know how it would perform, so I do apologize for that. Usually I'm a lot more thorough about this, but these are the only three colors that I have not tested. The next color is Wedge. Wedge is a really popular color, and that's the one that I've been wanting. And this one is a nice gray brown transition color. I have not used Wedge yet. I should be ashamed of myself. The reason I haven't, because in the pan next to the gray one, it looks gray. So I've been wanting to use these together in a gray toned manner. So it's really actually a brown taupey color. So I really should be using it as a transition color. So those three I have not used yet. Now the next one, all the other ones I have used. Woodwinked is another really popular one. This one is gorgeous. Goes on smooth. It's like a bronzy, satiny color. Looks gorgeous on the lid. One of my favorites. Very beautiful. Everyday color. Woodwinked. It's absolutely beautiful. Smooth, pigmented, and it blends very nicely. Like I said, the satin shades in here are the shit. But the matte shades are really poor, which really hurts my feelings. Amber Lights, oh my god, probably the smoothest out of the palette. It's a coppery shade, but with Woodwinked, this is gorgeous too. So Amber Lights, absolutely a beautiful coppery bronzy shade. I could see that all over the lid. I got so many compliments from these two shades right here. The Rice Paper is more of a yellow, bright, high brow bone color for me, which is what everybody uses rice paper for, and it's more on the yellow gold side. Really pretty, not as smooth, but I do find as a brow bone highlight, it is absolutely gorgeous. I really do like it. I love the yellow tone in it, and it complements my skin tone. I can see it complementing a lot of skin tones. Mulch is another pretty one. It's like a brown, I want to say brown bronzy color. This one's very pretty on the lid. I've used this all over the lid. It wasn't the most I didn't get super complimented on it a lot, but it's a really nice smoky brown shade. You can use it on the outer corner. You can use it all over the lid. It's a really pretty color. I really did enjoy it. It's smooth, but not as smooth as some others. All those satin shades blend like a dream. I did not have a problem blending the satin shades. They didn't have a lot of fallout or kickback, so I was really happy with that. Now this one, I've been using the shit out of, and this one is Saddle. So the last one was Mulch. This one is Saddle. Saddle is probably, out of all the mattes thus far, my favorite. It is a great transition color for me. I do have it on my lids right now. However, the pigmentation on it is caca. So I have to add at least 4 or 5 swipes. I mean, dip, swipe, dip swipe to get the color I want. If you are medium to fair skin tone, you won't have to do that, but if you're my complexion and deeper, you will. So that was disappointing, but it's a great transition color. There was a lot of kickback with this color, so around the pan you might not be able to see it. There's a lot of dust around it. That's from me just putting my brush in it. So there was a lot of kickback with that one, a lot. So that was disappointing, but the color, the concept of it is really good, but it takes a couple of applications for me to get that color payoff that I like. All That Glitters is absolutely beautiful. It's like a subtle coppery pink tone to it. It's bright, great lid color. Great lid color. I use this one. These I use, all the satin ones, minus the deeper one, I got a lot of compliments on. So all my satin ones that I wore, they're like, oh, that's beautiful. That's what I was wearing was this. And the week when I was wearing this. So that one is absolutely gorgeous. All That Glitters. Then we have Honey. Okay, Honey is a little chunky. I'd say it's more on the coppery rose gold side. This one goes on nicely. I think it's just because I really was rough with it. But this one's a little chunky in textures, but blending on the eye and stuff like that, I didn't have a problem. And then this one, Vapor, I use as a brow highlight. I did use it today. Excellent brow highlight. Smooth, soft, blended really nice. And all the satin shades, like I mentioned before, blended really nice. This is a great way to try out a lot of different MAC eyeshadows to see how you like them. I personally feel like for price point and quality and size that this palette is not worth it. Get yourself some Makeup Forever. Get yourself some Urban Decay. I'm not a big Urban Decay fan. I'm not going like whoop whoop whoop, but I would get Urban Decay before I get this again. Get Lorac. Lorac is absolutely, if you want some banging colors, the quality, the consistency, the price point and everything, Lorac is way better than this. This one is, I don't know if I'm going to return this yet. I want to keep it to kind of force myself to play with it and see how it will work with other mediums, maybe mixing it, trying with a Fix spray, Fix Plus spray, trying on different skin tones. I don't know. I really want to love this palette because everybody loves MAC so much. I do love MAC's lipsticks. I do love some of their bronzers and some of their powders and their highlighters. So I love that so much. I was thinking I would love this probably just about the same. I don't really care for their foundations, but I really do care for their powder products and their lippies. But this right here, or lipsticks, this right here, this is like something I would pass on. If you ask me, Jenny, would you do this or would you do Urban Decay? I would do Urban Decay. I would do Lorac. I would do, hell, I'd probably do L'Oreal, like their palettes, the palettes that they have out before I would do this, because the quality versus the size and the price point is just not worth it. That's just my opinion. I'm not hating on MAC. You know, I do like a lot of MAC stuff. Their eyeshadows, I will not be buying another eyeshadow probably ever unless the eyeshadow is just something I've never seen before and everybody and their mama loves it. So that's my review on this palette. I'm sorry I don't have the name of the palette, but I'll have it in the screen, of course, in the title and listed down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, rate, comment, and subscribe if you like, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.